What's happening, Carolina fans? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands, a podcast related to all things Carolina Panthers and North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm your co-host, Tony.
And I'm your co-host, CJ.
Let's go. What's going on, cuzzo? How you doing today?
Feeling good, cuz. How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. I tell you what, I was thoroughly impressed with our Tar Heels in the victory over Virginia Tech yesterday. What about you?
Man. I said the last time that you asked me if I was ready, and I said I hope the Tar Heels are ready. Look like them boys came out ready this past this game.
Right.
So I'm thoroughly happy with them.
Yeah, okay. So what were your thoughts on the game? Did you see things that you were looking for?
I sure did. Them boys played some defense. They played some defense. The defense finally showed up.
Yes, they did.
And, they showed up, and I feel like for once they showed up and showed out. They gave up 10 points. They gave up one touchdown drive. The tackling was a lot better. They got pressure. Everything I asked for. I couldn't be more happy with them right now.
And the big thing,
more happy.
And the big thing, they had a shutout in the second and third quarter. Church.
Tabernacle. Oh my God.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Let me say that was so nice to see. So nice to see. Second and third quarter, and they went and they handled their business.
Yes, they did.
They handled their business. They got pressure, and I even got to give credit to the unit that I talked the most trash about.
Who was secondary?
That? Oh, the secondary.
Yeah.
They actually looked like they went to practice this week. They came up with a game plan and executed.
Oh, God.
I mean, I know I sound just kind of this morning with it, but I was shocked. I really was. I was kind of shocked in a way because I really thought Virginia Tech was going to come out and really just run the ball down our throats. I'm not even gonna lie. I bleed Carolina blue,
too.
But I didn't have any real confidence in Carolina's run defense. Didn't have any confidence in it this game. Coming into this game, didn't have any confidence in the secondary at all.
Right.
I thought this was going to be one of those games where I hate to say this. I really do. I just thought this was going to be one of those games where Virginia Tech come out, look like Virginia Tech back in the Big East. I thought it was just
going to be Frank Beamer when Frank Beamer was the
coach. I had such low expectations coming in this game. Such low expectations. I'm sitting there like, we about to get a punt or two blocked. The defense is gonna give up about 250 yards rushing, but I'm serious. My expectations were in the bottom of the barrel. I mean, the bottom of the barrel.
Rightfully so.
I was
rightfully so.
Yeah. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I got to give my hats off, take my hat off to them. Especially the defensive backs. They did work. They did their job, and the linebackers look good. Cedric Gray had an interception. So yeah, I know I'm kind of I'm serious, man. I had such low expectations. I really did. And that's bad to say for a 3-1 team coming into this game. I had such
Yeah.
low expectation because I was just like, okay, we're getting into the heart of the ACC schedule here. And
Right.
we played Georgia State and at times struggled. App State struggled. They even struggled with Florida
Florida A&M.
A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even struggled with them a bit. And
So
then,
they ain't really.
we get.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying they ain't really give us much to be hopeful towards.
Yeah. And then Notre Dame came in and just, you know, God, they
Reality
just
check.
opened. Yeah, they just opened the gates and drove right down Franklin Street. And it was like, here we are, kicking
I ain't
y'all
lying.
ass. And then we're going to go back to South Bend. So yeah, I had really low expectations for this 3-1 team, but I am pleasantly surprised. But one thing that came to my mind right after the game, and I was thinking, I was like, I said, hopefully this wasn't the case where we played just a really bad Virginia Tech team.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I
I'm
thought the
hoping
same
this is.
thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is not the case where we got a hold of a really bad team and we look really good versus a really bad team. And I always try not to say, oh well, it's because of who you play. Like we mentioned earlier in the season, I try not to get in that. Oh, well, you should beat them. You should beat this person, this team, whatever. But
Right.
let me tell you, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that this Virginia Tech team is a lot better than they played, and we really showed up. But either way, it is a win,
Right.
and I will take it. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel. So
Yes, it
yes,
is.
that that
Yes,
that
it
that,
is.
that's my big takeaway from the game. The defense showed up, showed out, stepped up, and put Virginia Tech down.
Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
But what about you? What'd you take from this game?
Well, like you said, the defense showed up and showed out. So they showed great improvement. They came away with 2 sacks and an interception. That interception by Cedric Gray, and they only allowed less than 100 yards rushing, which 99 to be exact, but it's less than 100. So they allowed less than 100 yards rushing and less than 200 yards passing. So I would say that the defense had themselves a day. You know what I'm saying? They really
They
had
sure did.
themselves a day. Um, I think as time goes on, these guys are going to get more and more comfortable in a Gene Chizik defensive scheme. And I just hope at some point in time that the defense catches up with the offense because we can score with anybody. You put anybody on the field,
Yes,
and
sir.
our offense can score with anybody. And let me tell you, Drake May had himself a day. He continues to
Mm-hmm.
impress. He had another outstanding game. And his numbers were he was 26 of 36 for 363 yards, which was 72% completion, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and no sacks. So let me give love to the offensive line because they gave up
Yep.
no sacks to Virginia Tech. And he had 73 yards rushing on 13 attempts and 2 touchdowns. So he was responsible for 5 total touchdowns yesterday. So that
Leading
brings his
rusher.
total. Yeah, he was the leading rusher. Yeah, exactly. So that brings his total through 5 games to 19 touchdowns and 1 interception and 3 rushing touchdowns. Now, I know it's probably way too early to be talking about is he a candidate for the Heisman, but I do feel like if anybody is going to have a conversation right now, just a conversation, he has to be in that
Mm-hmm.
conversation because, I mean, when
Yeah.
you are a redshirt freshman and you are putting up these type of numbers, 19 touchdowns and only 1 interception, and you got 3 total rushing touchdowns, and you completing over 70% of your passes. I mean, come on, you got to give the man his due. You got to put some respect on his name.
You sure
He is a
do.
redshirt freshman. So I still say there's some things that he definitely needs to work on. That he needs to tighten up as far as his mechanics. And I say again, he still needs to learn how to slide. Even though he's kind of big,
Man.
6'5", 220, but I think he just needs time to get strong. And I think another 2 years, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be there, to his junior year. So hopefully he
Oh
can
yeah.
get stronger over time and work on some of those mechanical issues that I see. But just far as coming in right now, the boy's a baller, man. What you think?
Man, they need to put him with the baseball team, get him out there on the diamond and teach that boy how to slide.
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I applaud his effort. I really do. I applaud his effort, but that's my only knock on him because he almost got he got his bell rung.
Decapitated.
Got got flipped over, landed on. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
was sitting there. I was like, "Oh crap! That's his head, his shoulder, his elbow, his hand. Something." I thought something was gonna be wrong because he rolled over and like he was about to take that helmet off. I was like, "Oh Lord!" I said, "Well, that's it. There's our season." Right
Yeah.
then and there.
Yeah.
But he popped up and got back in the game. So, but yeah, it's somebody has to teach him how to slide. That is the one of the few things that he's consistently doing wrong.
I agree with
Consistently.
you. Yeah, he out here thinking he Josh Allen and he ain't built like that. Not here anyway.
Nah, he
You know
not.
what I'm saying? But like I said, he got time for improvement. Time to get a little stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little bigger. But other than that, man, listen, I have no complaints about Drake May. That the tight ends got involved. Two of our three tight ends scored. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Josh Downs, he was targeted 8 times, caught all 8. He didn't score, but he still had a good game. You know,
Yeah.
so all in all, like I said, I put our offense out there with anybody right now. Uh, Amari Hampton
Sure
is
will.
another person that I know over time will get stronger. He's a big boy, 6 feet, 220, 225, but I think he needs
Mm-hmm.
to get stronger. I think he needs to go in there and attack that weight room and get some more muscle behind that weight. He gonna be a beast by the time he leave North Carolina. And I like what I saw with
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Hood yesterday as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, that hey, I, I'm just glad that the boys got a win, man. Like I said, 4-1. They surprised me with this victory over Virginia Tech because, like you, I did not have too great of expectations. I did I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what was going to happen. And after the first quarter, I was like, oh well, here we go. Second and third quarter. This is gonna really tell it all. And
uh-huh.
I was like, I was thinking about other things and I looked back at the end of the game, I was like, hold up. They didn't even
Mm-hmm.
score in the second half. We had a second half shutout. I was like, shut your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, we put up 17 in the second, 17 in the third, and they only got that one. They got a field goal in the first quarter. They had that touchdown drive in the second quarter, and that was
That was
it.
that was it. They had like two explosive plays all game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one run, the running back, I think it went for like 20, 25 yards, and the receiver
Yeah.
caught one. It went for like 20, 25 yards. But those were the only two explosive plays that they had all day. So like I said, thoroughly impressed. Defense showed great improvement. I hope it just continues because we definitely going to need it as we go down to Miami and take on them Hurricanes next week. What you think?
Yeah. Hey, what I don't want to do is jinx the team.
Right.
Per se. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy, but like you said, they have to continue this. They have, because it's not gonna get any easier from here.
Right.
It's not. Miami has been playing bad of late, but it's still Miami. It's still an ACC game. We still got to go down there, and we've got to, we got to be on our P's and Q's and go
Yep.
down there and execute.
Yep. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, that
Mm-hmm.
would do it for us this week. We will see you next week as our opponent is the Hurricanes from the University of Miami at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Until then, Tar Heel fans, we out.